Welcome to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate, and glad to be joined here by our guest from Terrebonne Parish Library, the Public Relations Director. We have Jessica Mouton. Thank you very much for joining us, Jessica.
Thank you so much for having me here today.
Okay, so it's it's beginning of a new year. A lot of people made some resolutions, how they can improve their lives. And a library is always a good place to start with some resources that can help you improve your life. So can you tell me some things that the library has going on that may be able to help some people out there?
Of course. So many people at the start of the new year, like you said, they start resolutions. They want to make changes in their life. And there's a lot of common goals that people have that they want to work on for the year that we may have programs or services that can help them reach those goals that they're looking to get through. One of the major ones people look for is they're looking to advance their career goals. So, for instance, a program we have coming up specifically is the resume workshop at the North Branch Library on January 23rd at 6 p.m. And that one is just one of many different types of career help programs that we offer. And there's also other services too. So for instance, we host a free professional headshots program at the main library. That is an every other month program. It will return in February. So it's a really big deal for us to help the economy in Terrebonne Parish and to help people who are looking to increase their skills, increase their knowledge. And especially for people who are looking into different professions, it's really important for us to help them and meet them where they are. Another major thing that people try to work on in the new year is they are looking to socialize or maybe meet new people. Especially in today's age, the world seems a lot smaller, and you know actually a lot more people around town or even in places than you think you would, and there's a lot more connections to be made. So one of the ways that you can meet new people or socialize is through local board game clubs or local book clubs. The board game group that you see pictured, they meet every month at the main library. And there's other groups similar like this too that meet at other locations. And most library locations do have a book club of some sort for adults. This is one that is a major program for us as we promote and engaging with literature. So it's a big thing for us that we promote these type of reading programs, because even something as small as a resolution for people to increase how much they read. So if people have a goal to read more, this is a way to kind of get two birds with one stone. They can read more and they can socialize with other people at the same time.
Sure, and any way you get somebody in the door, the more they come to the library, sooner or later they'll start reading more, whether they come in there for to play a game or just meet new people.
Exactly. Another way that you can meet new people and engage more with the community is visiting the Makers Market that happens at the main library. That happens every second and fourth Tuesday of the month now, at the main library from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., weather pending. And we also have special Saturday markets for people who may not be able to make it during the week. So those dates and times are all on the library calendar at mytpl.org. And you can get access to even more types of programs than what we're talking about today. So it's a really big deal for starting the new year right on a good foot. And once you get that foot in the door of the library and looking at the calendar and looking at what we have going on, you'll be amazed at how much different things you can find that's going on in the library. So one thing may lead to another. You may join groups. You may even start a group of your own. We've had a lot of creative groups that or community groups that they have nowhere to meet, they meet at the library. So we have a lot of meeting space for people who are looking to reach out into the community and get people into their services.
Well, it's certainly a lot of great programs out there, and like you said, one to socialize. Another thing, like you said, to help with your professional career, like the resume workshop. When I was in school and in college, they taught resumes one way, but even if you were taught the correct way, things have changed now. Now you got to have the right keywords a lot of times, or your resume's never even seen. So I mean, to get those tips that on what you can do to get your foot in the door, certainly certainly is a big step in the right direction.
Exactly. A lot of people may not know that there's more than one way to write a resume, or depending on what field you're going into, a cover letter is required. So this type of program is very important for people who they may not have had access to these resources before. Another big thing is the library blog that we have on our website. We have a lot of helpful resources outside of these programs. So for instance, the blog has more information about resume help outside of the regular programs, including templates that you can download, and you can change the information to add your own.
Okay, and what's the standard address? Is it just Terrebonne Parish Library or for the web address?
Yes, it's mytpl.org.
mytpl.org, and I'm
Yes.
sure they have a lot of services there rather than just looking at templates like that. Like you said, they also have calendars, event calendars, and such as the markets that go on as well.
Exactly. So everything can be found at somewhere on our website. And if anybody has questions about any of the programs I've listed or anything they hear about the library, they can always give us a call at any of their favorite library location, and we'll help them to the best of our ability.
Okay, and how many currently locations do we have right now? I know there's a bunch,
Yes, we have 7 library locations across Terrebonne Parish, all the way from the tip top of Terrebonne Parish and Gibson, all the way down to Dularge, Dulac, you name it, you're not very far from a library location.
That's great. I'd love to hear a little bit more about what the libraries have to offer, but we do have to take a quick break. So stay tuned right here on HTV.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health Systems, modern technology, and timeless caring. Rouse's, you're either local or you're not. Buick, the craft of modern luxury. St. Martin and Bourke, know your rights. South Louisiana Bank, it's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough. Alford and Associates, for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.
Welcome back to Bayou Time. I'm Jacob DeGate. Glad to be your host, and I'm happy to be joined here by Jessica Moutons with the Terrebonne Parish Library. Jessica, again, welcome back. We were talking a little bit before in the previous segment about, all the many programs and different events that the libraries have at many different locations throughout Terrebonne Parish. But I know you have some more that you'd like to tell us about, particularly about, things that you can do to improve, skills in your life, all different areas.
Yes. So in going with the theme of New Year's resolutions and improving on your life, a lot of people make goals. For instance, something even may seem as small or large as learning a new skill. So a lot of people, they may have gone their whole life with wanting to maybe learn how to sew or learning a new language. We have options for that at the library. It's very easy to access. The first thing we have is the Creative Lab at the main library. It's a really big program of ours. We offer 3D printing, laser cutting. We also offer specific classes on sewing and mending and repair items in your house or clothing. We have a lot of classes that are completely free to sign up for and a lot of programs that are completely free to use. You just need to bring your own material.
Well, that, I know 3D printing, that becomes more and more popular out there, and you don't realize how many different little things that you can't find a specific part for, but then there's always a 3D image out there that you can find, or a diagram that'll work in the program. But not a lot of people have access to 3D printers, but now
Exactly.
everybody does if you're in Terrebonne Parish. So.
Right, exactly. And with these programs, it's all about us having our knowledgeable staff ready and on hand for any questions that the community has. So we have a creative lab coordinator that their entire job is dealing with the lab and answering questions and helping teach people about the equipment in there. Another program that we have that is really helpful for people wanting to learn a new skill, like learning a new language, is Mango Languages. This program is downloadable onto any kind of electronic device. You can access the website at mangolanguages.com. And it's a very great source through the library. You use your library card. It's completely free to sign up and use. You save your progress. You can learn any of their 70 plus languages they have available. And including if, say, for instance, English isn't your first language, you can learn English through this program with more than 5 native speaking programs to learn English as a second language.
Well, that's one thing that I always put on my bucket list. But one day I want to learn a new language, and I've started and gave it up. So I may have to take another look at that. And
exactly, and it starts with really simple formats of different questions and learning verbs and adjectives and parts of speech. So it's adapting everything that you know in your current language to learning a new one in a very easy format. And you pick up and take, and leave it wherever you are, and you pick right back up the next time that you're ready to learn it.
Okay, and another, thing that a lot of people want to do at some point is write something, put, what they know down, or tell a story, and it looks
and
like
get published.
Exactly, get published. That's another thing that you'll have, help with at the library.
Yes, we have a Southern Writers group that meets once a month on the second Wednesday of every month at the main library. And this group is a group of people who are passionate about writing and sharing the love of writing. So for instance, if you have an idea in your head that you want to write, or if you have something put together but you're not quite sure how to get it out into the world, we have people that are on hand that are really passionate about this, and they want to share what they know about being traditionally published, working with an agent, self-publishing even. A lot of people take that route. We have people that are already experienced with that, so you don't have to go out and try to go into unknown waters about publishing or so. So that's a great program we have that is once a month, like I said, at the main library, and it's completely free to attend and learn all that you can.
Well, that certainly is a big help, or a big resource out there that could be utilized for somebody that's trying to get into that. I mean, of course, it's always great to be able to talk to somebody in person, get to know somebody, and that can certainly put your foot in the door or put that right foot forward regarding trying to get published. Another thing that I'm sure is big on everybody's resolution is trying to eat or get a little healthier. Can you tell us about that?
Might be a little hard living where we do,
Exactly.
where food is the staple of everything, and everything tastes so good when it's very unhealthy, but it doesn't have to seem as hard as it is. The library has plenty of cookbooks that you can check out, including goal specific. If you're looking to lower your fat intake or salt intake, we have specific books that are targeted to those goals. We also have a series coming up with the LSU Ag Center about breaking up with salt. That is going to start in February at the main library. So if you check our calendar at mytpl.org, you can get access to the dates and times for that program. We also have the seed library at the main library. So it is a completely free library that you can come and technically check out seeds. And they have different kinds of produce and wildflowers and plants. So if you're looking to maybe eat healthier and, have more homegrown fruit, food and produce, you can do that through our seed library. That is completely free to come and get seeds. And then once you get the produce, you save the seeds and bring them back to the library for the next person.
Wow, that's really is, an interesting thing there, the seed garden. And I mean, it just goes to show you there's a lot of things that the library has to offer, and a lot of people might not know about it. So hopefully, by you coming on here today, they were able to get some knowledge and hopefully utilize this wonderful resource.
Of course, I'm very passionate about the library and what it has to offer, and I'll do everything I can to spread the word.
All righty. Well, thank you very much, Jessica.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Stay tuned for more right here on HTV.